Well, good morning, guys. I'm in a location. It's August 2024. I'm in a location that I come across rereading some of the material that I read before about Parry Sound area. I'm in a trench that is dug up. Looks almost like a road cut type of trench, but from what I read in the report, it was actually exploratory trench for mineralization in this area. That's what you see there, the cars passing by. This is actually 400 highway. I'm about 20 kilometers south of Parry Sound. I turn off on 141 highway. Yeah, and what I'm seeing here is a typical pegmatite type of situation with a lot of large quartzes and feldspars and micas. I read in some reports that they were perhaps looking for some kind of rare earth stuff here. As you can see, I wouldn't be surprised if they did find something, but you have all kinds of feldspar behavior, all colors, even greenish. I call it dead flesh color, and quite a bit of quartzes, like this one here, the smokies. It's hard to focus against other rocks. Oh, and by the way, there's a train next to that trench. So if you're looking for that trench where I'm at right now, zoom on Google Maps, turn off of 141 highway towards Huntsville, off 400 south of Parry Sound. Very close to the highway there is also Mr. Train, which is coming right here. I will show you my finds. I don't think it's going to be anything spectacular, but stay tuned. We'll see what you can find. And say hello to Mr. Train. Where is he? There he goes. Thank you for that, sir. Yeah, so looks like somebody looks quartz. Probably some local kids. There is quite a bit of quartz outcrop here, and very good feldspars. Feldspars are almost every color you can imagine. So this is all monolith of quartz vein cutting across that trench and going up there. Then you have changed to more metamorphic gneiss, black biotite based gneiss, and again a few of those outcrops. There is some rock hound activity here because somebody is pulling larger boulders out of the bottom of the floor, which, as you can see, has all the mineralization of pegmatite with books of mica and large feldspars and quartz, of course. So yeah, I'm gonna go back and make breakfast because I'm camping again in the Kilburn area. I just can't sleep in the morning, so I come look around for rocks. As you know, it's a beautiful day. Sunrise was amazing. It's a very compact area, so it's not like you're gonna get lost here. And pretty much the trench is from train track to the highway. So I'm gonna keep digging around a little bit, and on the end I will show you if there is anything interesting that I can take home. Thanks. Yes, so this is like a good example of a pocket in the face of the wall. a packet of quartz, and this is the mineral that it could be from the family of the rare earths. I'm not 100% sure, but there is a very interesting concentration. I don't know if this is mica that is compressed in here. We're gonna take it home and run a couple of tests to see, but the face of the rock changes every few meters from veins of quartz to this very distorted gneisses. So it's fun because you have a very short trench with a lot of geology and mineralogy happening. Nothing of a great crystallization form, but for somebody who is really interested in elements and how they form, that's really cool. I think there's quite a bit of allanite group stuff here. I found some platy black deposit minerals inside the quartz, which I show you later. And some of the feldspars or even quartzes, they starting to get this greenish tinge here. No, this is not algae. So almost feels like they're on a way to become amazonite, some of those feldspars, but not enough, I believe, is lead, I guess, to make them green. Let's see what else we can find. That is a very neat situation here. See that very flat portion of the face of the rock, which is based on, there is a huge feldspar concentration there, and then you have this changing into smoky, and then there is this almost like a mini fault of something. Very cool. Any comments? Is that compressed quartz? And then again, all changes to big line of quartz. That's interesting coloration there, this yellowish. This is really interesting place. A lot of very clear quartz, almost glass-like. Maybe that's what they were also digging for. See if there's enough deposit to perhaps use it for something. Like people come here, like I said, and chip away. It's a great place for kids to have a handful of little crystals. So I'm gonna end up my little video for this trench to show you. I parked next to that bridge. That's a 400. There's a lot of goodies there. All these embankments of highways, they have a lot of good stuff, because they are brought from many different places of Parry Sound. But a funny thing, when I was walking in here, this caught my eye. I'm thinking to myself, what a beautiful conglomerate of crystals. And I'm doing close-up, obviously. Look at that, there's quartz. Another quartz. Beautiful feldspars. And you know what that is? This is basically a chunk of cement. So that's ridge gravels, and they are not river gravels. So obviously they were using fresh crushed rock from areas like this. So that's a beautiful example of cementite or concretite, like a new form of concretite. Beautiful. So I am back at my campsite. So I did some initial cleaning here in a camping area. So I'm just going to show you more or less what I found. This is a chunk of chunk of almost looks like epido base rock with lots of green mineral, with a little bit of vein of quartz that actually on the other side turns black, because there's quite a bit of smoky quartz in this area. That's another interesting piece of rock I picked up with a little bit of you can see here pyrite. Again, looks like a very rich in metals. This one is the one that intrigues me because I keep finding this crystallization throughout certain areas, and I don't know if this is feldspar group or if this is one of the amphiboles that I could be put in the categories of rare earths. So that's the cross section of it, and that's how it's not mica because it doesn't peel off at all, and that's a second part of it. I find similar minerals in different localities. Reminds me of the Crystal Lake occurrence. There's a lot of beautiful crystal of quartz, see-through. You can see, you can find plenty of these. Feldspar group is also well represented, like microclean, probably orthoclase. Again, smoky, with tip turning a little bit to green. And so this portion of feldspar has a, I think, allanite coming through here, that black area. And what I'm excited about is this very small, insignificant piece of, you may say, rock, but when you look closely all around it, you find the area. I'm going to show you a close-up of this later on, where there is a beautiful green crystal. I'm trying to locate, it's right here. I don't know if you see it in the very center of my screen now. It's a green crystal that I found 5 years ago, cross section of it, but this one is actually, you can see, is actually elongated crystal behavior, very similar to beryl. And when you look at this bigger piece from there, which has a very massive smoky, and this part of smoky here on the side is almost, you feel like you can walk into it. It's so beautiful inside. But it also has cross section of that green crystal in here. This reminds me really of chunks of rock you can find in Quadroville. Could it be perhaps aqua? Does anybody know if that area of Parry Sound may have some micro occurrence of aquamarine? You never know. I'm gonna show you better close-up of this little green guy when I take a picture. Oh, right here in the center. That would be amazing. But anyway, it made my day, made my morning, that little trip. So highly recommend it if you have a time to get off 400 by 141 highway and find that road cut next to the train tracks. I recommend. Stay safe, happy rock hounding this remaining of the summer, and we see you next video. Thanks for watching.